everybody, welcome to my channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I'm going to be doing card reading for Sagittarius. This is going to be for the last week of October. I wasn't going to do it, but I felt inspired to do it. I was going to leap straight into November, but something was telling me no, we need to take a look at the last week of October as we lead up to the 31st of October. There is a full moon, so there's a lot of very strong energies and shifts and changes going on at the moment. So we're going to do your reading, Sagittarius. It's a general reading, so of course, as I always say, only take the parts that resonate for you, don't force fit it. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. Let's get into your reading, Sagittarius. I'm tongue-tied tonight. Let's see what energies are surrounding you and the likely events coming up for you. So Sagittarius, thanks for joining me for your reading this evening. This is for the 24th through to the 31st of October. Let's see what's coming up for you. So Sagittarius, I feel that you recently have felt like you've had a lot of choices to make, weighing up of different options in your life, the pros and cons of different situations. At times you felt quite challenged by the choices around you, a bit stuck, as if in some cases you don't have a choice. This may be pertaining to one particular area of your life. Yes, I do feel that you've been weighing up the pros and cons around something, and it has been quite troubling for you and taken a lot of energy and made you feel quite stuck. And you've kind of felt that you've only had the option of either this side or this side, and then both are kind of leaving you with almost no option because you can't move. But what you can see in this card, Sagittarius, is that you actually do have an option that you've not noticed. The option is to go up, and there's a very strong trunk and branch here that you can grasp to lift yourself out of this stuckness and out of this situation. It represents an alternative way to see things. It also represents you lifting and raising your energy to see above the situation, to see the bigger picture, or to see from a different perspective, a higher perspective. So perhaps this is what you need to do at the moment. Instead of feeling stuck in your current situation that feels like it's weighing you down and keeping you trapped. So the solution here, or the way forward, is to lift yourself up to a higher perspective, to see things from a bigger picture, and know that there is an alternative and an option, a safe one. This tree trunk here is firmly rooted into the mountainside here, so you can grasp that confidently and know that you're going to have a completely different view of the situation once you realize that you have that option. And as you do, Sagittarius, you're then able to start to see the landscape more clearly. You're now looking out at a greater, larger expanse of land, and now you can start to plan your steps forward. You're starting to be able to see the vision of what it is that you want to create, what is important for you. So you're checking out the lay of the land and you're starting to work towards your plans. It's a bit of strategic thinking, reflection, planning, that sort of thing. So you're giving yourself the time and the space to do that, which is important. Planning is important for the road forward, for the pathway forward. And the quality of your planning is what's going to give you abundance and growth going forward. Very important part of the message. We have the Prince of Swords here, which feels like a rush of energy, a rush and a desire to communicate something, a rush of information that's coming towards you. So what is this? Is this you or someone else? Quite often the Prince of Swords is an energy that is coming towards you. Now, I often feel a lot of caution around this particular card in this deck because it feels quite aggressive. Someone is definitely pointing that sword at you. Looks like someone is on the attack. So swords represent communication. So it may be that someone is rushing towards you with a lot of verbiage, a lot of things to say, perhaps some accusations. Very intense energy. This person is really wanting to express how they feel, and they really don't care how it comes out. So you could be at the end of a very biting tongue. But just know, Sagittarius, that if you step out of the way of this charging horse, that energy will just pass you by. Stand in front of that horse and you're going to get bowled over. So you have a choice here. You don't need to respond with the same energy. This person has got a lot of pent-up emotions and thoughts and feelings and accusations flying at you. So step out of the way. I think that's the simplest thing to do. You can't stop a person who is full of this much intent and momentum, but you can step out of the way. I feel that that's probably a good solution, because look, we end up with the Lover's card here. So this kind of feels like an argument that ends up with reconciliation. So, you know, take that as you will. All right, let's see what else is coming for Sagittarius. Forgive me, I'm very tongue-tied tonight. I keep going to call people different things, but, you know, bear with me. I know this is Sagittarius's reading. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have here? The last week of October. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Sagittarius, there's quite a few lessons going on here for you at the moment. There's a lot of up and down and in and out and energy. You're in your thoughts, you're in your emotions. Well, it is what it is. The Nine of Swords, you're stressed out at night time and worrying about stuff. You're quite anxious about things. Things are distressing you, okay? Things are worrying you. Again, it's falling underneath the Two of Pentacles, where you feel like you're stuck. What am I going to do? You know, it's that kind of energy. Which, you know, we don't get solutions when we've got that kind of energy. The Six of Pentacles, though, as you step away, eventually you're able to get clear of that. And you know, remember we were saying lifting yourself above the situation helps you to get out of this stuckness. This is just a stuckness in your mind. That's all, okay? But as you lift yourself up out of the situation, get a bigger perspective, you're able to plan and see the bigger picture. And then you realise life is about equal exchange. Life is about creating balance. The Six of Pentacles, we've got the giving and receiving. Give a little, receive a little, okay? Equal exchange. This can be in terms of negotiations, conversations, what you share with someone, the energy you give out, you want to receive back. It's creating that balance. It evens everything out in the end, you know. We are better for it. And even if we feel we've only got a little can go a long way when we're willing to give, and then people are willing to give back. So it's being mindful of being grateful, being compassionate. As we give off that energy comes back to us. So it's a softening of the energy. We also, when we give to people time, energy, resources, it also takes us out of our own head and our own stuckness in our own mind and our own anxieties. The moment we give, you know, this elderly person clearly doesn't have much, yet is willing to give. What a beautiful way to take yourself and what you perceive to be as a lack, take that off your mind and give. Heart, time, energy, resources, whatever it is that you have to give, when you do that, you receive. And that will take you out of this perception that you have nothing. Things are improving, Sagittarius. You're learning. You're picking up on this, which is great. King of Cups energy, Queen of Cups energy. We do have the Lovers card, remember. I'm loving it. You are picking up your game along with your special person, and you're matching the energy here of giving. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. So the two of you are coming towards each other. So this is on the table, it's like this. You're facing each other, you're both wanting to give. At the end of the day, there's a heart of love, compassion, a desire to help each other, be there for each other, support each other, you know, in your own way. King of Cups is grounded, stable, desiring to enjoy life, the pleasures of life. It's connecting with your emotions. It's wanting to enjoy the abundance of life as well. Eat, drink and be merry. The Queen of Cups, she's very similar energy, of course, but she's very in tune with her emotions. There is a balance, 1 foot on land, 1 foot in the water. She's also about wanting to give, this is the nurturing side of the feminine, okay? In tune with her emotions, a foot in the water. We do have here what looks like the moon, because there's a reflection on the water. Could be the sun, but it looks like the moon, which again is about the inner. What we're sensing, feeling within, facing our emotions, being in tune with that. But there is definitely an offer of love, compassion, genuine. It's genuine. She's gotten off her throne to come towards you too. So Sagittarius, if this is the Queen of Cups coming towards you, this is definitely, it almost feels like a reconciliation. I'm offering you a cup of reconciliation. That's what it feels like. And you're going, yeah, okay, bring it on. Yeah, sorry, I'm playing with you. All right, what else have we got, Sagittarius? Oh dear. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Goodness. So the Magician, you've got the goods. You're in a space, Sagittarius, of being able to manifest pretty much anything at the moment. So be careful about what you're manifesting. Where is your attention? What is your intention? So we can focus on things that are negative or positive and we're going to manifest it, but you certainly have that you're in that energy at the moment where you can pretty much manifest anything. I do have a sense that your energy is strong, it's forthright. You know, having the king energy here, and we've also got the High Priest energy turning up here. This is powerful energy, you know, that the High Priest is very decisive, in tune with his higher self, his not just his intellect but his intuition, very forthright, very determined, a very powerful energy, self-empowered, a lot of confidence. You're seriously manifesting big stuff here in the last week of October, Sagittarius. Very strong energy. So I feel that you really feel, you are very self-empowered at the moment. You know how to read people. You know what is going to bring abundance into your life. You want that. You want the pleasures of life. You want to feel love and give love. You want to enjoy yourself. I feel like this is very much an enjoyment card. And you aim to get it. Very, very strong in your intentions at the moment. Very powerful energy, very forthright energy. I do feel that you are using, as I said before, your intellect and your intuition, and you're really pulling all of this together to make known to others what you are about. Well, good for you. Now, on the flip side of that, you're spending a lot of time planning and preparing and thinking through things. So there's a bit of problem solving here. Seven of Swords, you're working hard on your money, your business, working out what it is that you need to keep, not keep, the details of things. I feel like it's personal admin as well. So you're putting in the work here. You are working hard. Good on you. Again, we're back to the pleasures of life here. You desiring to relax, to let go at times. And that is certainly, you know, people, this is representative of the devil energy. It's not meant to be a negative. This is about being in touch with your the physical realm, your ability to rest, your ability to understand what you physically need to rejuvenate. And that's an important part of our physical realm. It helps us to restore our energy as well. It's being grounded and connected. Okay. All right, so let's see what else is coming up. I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Sagittarius at this time? Yeah, so let's get you out of that stuckness by changing the way you're perceiving things. Taking your mind off yourself and giving to others. Giving your time and energy really does help you to shift that energy. And then you blast into this beautiful, powerful energy, which is fabulous. But you've got to balance it out with, you know, there's a lot of intense energy, and you've got to balance it out with rest and restoration. Yeah. The Grail Knight. Yeah. So you are connecting with your special person here. I do get the feeling, Sagittarius, you being the passionate fire sign that you are, that you really do find comfort in the physical pleasures of life, and that's your way of connecting, grounding, relaxing. Now, the Grail Knight is more of a romantic, chivalrous card, and it's seeking the wisdom and insights. Now, let's take a little bit more info from the book here. So, there we go. It's the Grail Knight card. Romance and the seeking of that which is sacred, such as the missions of the Grail Knight. He represents the coming together of all of the elements to form perfect life through a union of heaven and earth. Or he signifies a romantic union of love, of lover with lover. Interesting. In the beginning of all relationships, there's a time when everything seems perfect. One seeks out the discovery of love in the treasures of the other, all the while holding up a mirror in which beauty and perfection are reflected. There is both truth and illusion here. We all know that in romanticism, there's an element of beauty and seeing love in the other, but there's also an element of illusion as well, when we kind of allow ourselves to go into the idea and the fantasy of something. So when the Grail Knight appears in this card, it's letting you know that your own beauty, perfection and innermost desires may be reflected in the mirror that's being held up by the love of another. Well, gosh, your lover may hold up a mirror that shows beauty and reflection. It can also show other things as well. Love is in the air, apparently. Perhaps it's also a time for you to fall in love with yourself. If you don't, you run the risk of attracting the same affirmation from the outside world. Remember, whatever it is that we're focused on and we're perceiving in others, we have within ourselves as well. Love attracts love. If you have eyes of love and see others through eyes of love, it is going to help you to experience love and attract love within you. However, if you don't have eyes of love, you're not going to attract that either. Be love and you shall find love. A gentle warning, light cannot exist without the shadow, so don't be fooled by the illusion of perfection. So let me just say, Sagittarius, if you're looking for perfection, you're looking for this ideal romantic love in another, be very careful, because that's an illusion. Don't be fooled by the illusion of perfection. Be willing to see the shadow and ask for honesty. So honesty in yourself and honesty in what you are really seeing. And then you'll never be disappointed. So it's about perhaps seeing things realistically, not the illusion and not the romance of what you believe is there or what you want to be there. Interesting. Okay. So what else do we have? We'll check out the Psychic Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have for Sagittarius in this last week of October? There's quite a lot going on here for you. A lot of shifting and changing energies here. I think no wonder you're wanting to have this beautiful rest, because I do sense that you're going to expend a lot of energy in the last week of October. So do take care of yourself and get that rest that you need, that solitude. Yeah, the rest is what I mean to say. Thank you, Spirit. Spiritual strength. So Sagittarius, coming back to the idea of illusions and being caught up in the way you are seeing things. So the very big first card was about you feeling kind of stuck between two choices when actually you have a third choice, and that is to lift yourself up and above. You're not seeing everything clearly there, right? And then you get stuck in your thoughts and your worries and your fears and your anxieties, like, what am I going to do? So it does require you to draw on your spiritual strength at this time. Let's see. This card is coming forth to give you encouragement and remind you that you have the inner strength to complete whatever you've been working on. This final spirit card represents courage, discipline, stability, and persistence. You may be tired or weary from the struggle, but now is not the time to give up. Instead, tap into all of your inner reserves, which I feel that you do with the Magician card and the High Priest card. Okay, tap into all of your reserves for that one final push to achieve the desired outcome. You've been through so much to get to this point, and even though you may have acquired some scars from the battle, yeah, you're wiser and stronger for it. The enlightenment you've gained will be an invaluable resource for you. You may also notice that you're experimenting with different things in your life at the moment. All of these things in your life are feeding your spirit and offering you knowledge for the future. Very good. So spiritual strength, drawing on that to get you through. And you do achieve it. There is a sense here that you're mentally, you go into a space of feeling like you're at a loss. I do feel that this is the Nine of Swords energy more than anything. This is heartache and loss energy. It's a mental energy. We've got the blue border here representing where your thoughts are going. Bear with me while I just find this card. I'm sorry, it's a bit tricky finding it in this deck, in this book. So we have, so it's about you feeling disappointment and sorrow and separation, a little bit of distress in your heart and in your mind at the moment. It's a little bit of feeling like the need to actually give love to yourself rather than what you've been giving out. Yeah. So the card is not meant to be a negative. It is actually meant to be a catalyst for you, to encourage you to get on with things, basically. So you have been in a space of mentally feeling distressed and without a sense of love or satisfaction. But the card is actually prompting you to give to yourself and to give love to you. Sometimes life can feel difficult, it can feel challenging and painful. But there is a way that we can leverage this energy to turn things around, to push you forward. So it's about enduring. It's about, as we were saying, having the spiritual strength to push on, to really draw on everything that you've got to get through to completing this project, seeing something through, persisting through to the end, and knowing that you're going to get through this. So it's designed to be a catalyst for you, to bring you out of this kind of self-pity and distressed feeling to, I've had enough of this, I'm going to push through and get stuff done. And you so do push through, which is fabulous. You end up in a very powerful energy state. It's almost like I'm not going to give up, this inner determination, which I love. And then the final card is the Universe card here, which I really do feel that this is like anything is possible when we look at the bigger picture. This is a major arcana card. You've come so far on the journey. It's time to be rewarded for your efforts, Sagittarius. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is now within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The Universe, this card here, is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work that you've accomplished up to now, which is fabulous. It also represents all of the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should honour and acknowledge the wonderful soul that you are, Sagittarius, and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life here. You're making a difference, Sagittarius. You're making a difference not only to your own life, but to the lives of others, whether you realise it or not. Your strength, your determination is a positive energy and a catalyst for other people. So it says the world is yours to command, as we know with the Magician card here. And you're free to travel in whatever direction your heart desires, meaning you get to choose how to create your life. The Universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every one of us. Now, beautiful. Well, we're going to leave that as your reading. It's a beautiful reading. There's a lot going on there, but you can do this, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, it's a very powerful end to the month. You end on a high note, which is fabulous. Go you. So good on you for sticking it out. Remember, just at the beginning stages here, you've got to get a different perspective to get yourself unstuck, lift yourself above so you can have a different and better perspective. Start planning and take care of your energy. Sometimes we need to do a little bit of give and take to get ourselves out of our own thoughts about lack, and be that compassionate self. Combine that with your ability to be intuitive and determined, and also rest along the way. Sagittarius, if you've enjoyed this reading and it's helped you in any way, give it a thumbs up, perhaps leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do that. You're very welcome to look at the details of the cards that I use in the description box. There's information about my book, The Power of Soul Loving, a spiritual guide to love and freedom. So there's details there, and if you'd like a private reading, my details are in the description box as well. All right, Sagittarius, have a fabulous end of the month, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.